Welcome back here to the 4 o'clock show. Cities across the coast letting the good times roll today as revelers celebrate the biggest day of Carnival season, Mardi Gras. Hundreds of parades and marching bands also rolling through the streets of New Orleans this year. Joining us today with a look at the festivities happening in the Big Easy is Kelly Schultz, Senior Vice President of New Orleans and Company. Thanks so much for joining us today. It looks like a lot of crowds out there right now.
Thank you. Happy Mardi Gras. You know, we've been seeing really big crowds today. We had to roll some of the parades a little bit earlier in the day to accommodate for the wind and the rain that's going to be moving in. But I will tell you that there have been huge crowds, joyous crowds. The weather did not dampen anyone's spirits at all. And things are starting to wrap up here as we move towards the end of Mardi Gras Day. And then starting tomorrow, as you know, we'll start preparing for Mardi Gras 2026.
Right. Yeah. I mean, even just yesterday, we took a live look from Bourbon Street and we saw people just swelled in the streets. How many people would you say came out this year if you had to estimate?
Well, as you know, Mardi Gras is not just a day, it's an entire season that we've actually been celebrating since January 6th. I was out here this past weekend. There was beautiful weather, huge crowds. We're seeing very strong hotel occupancy. So about 1 million people come to celebrate Mardi Gras in New Orleans. So it's really a beautiful mix of our local New Orleanians who have been out here for generations with their families, along with visitors from along the Gulf Coast, but around the world who have come here to experience Mardi Gras. And we love welcoming our visitors, talking to them about our traditions, making sure they're having a good time. And I've seen that play out over and over again today on the parade route. It's really a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and making sure they come back to the Big Easy again to celebrate. Would you say that a lot of people from around the world come out to celebrate Fat Tuesday and other Mardi Gras festivities?
We do. You know, international visitors love to come to New Orleans. Many times they will start a trip in New Orleans and then maybe go to Mississippi or other parts of Louisiana and extend their trip. So they love to explore the southern part of our country. And in fact, we have some guests here today from New Zealand and Australia and the UK. They're really happy to be here, and we want them to go back and share our culture and share our traditions with their readers and their viewers around the world, so that we have lots of international people coming to check out New Orleans and Mardi Gras and maybe plan a trip for next year.
Yeah, for sure. So have parades officially wrapped up for today?
Well, the parades have wrapped up. Normally there would still be parades going, but we did start a little bit early today because of the weather. So, you know, we like to say in New Orleans that we're built to host, and we're hosting big complex events like Mardi Gras. And that also means knowing when to make adjustments. So we did make some adjustments today to go a little bit earlier, but everything has gone smoothly, and we wanted people to make sure that they were safely at home prior to the weather moving in. But I will tell you, it has not dampened the spirits of the people here or the crowds. We've had a really, really good Mardi Gras 2025, and so we're looking forward to everyone continuing to enjoy the festivities where they are and wrap up, and then we move right into spring festival season.
Yeah, I was just about to ask. I mean, I feel like there's been so much that has happened in New Orleans this year, from the Super Bowl to Mardi Gras festivities. What comes next?
Well, you know, we've had Taylor Swift, we've had a Sugar Bowl, Super Bowl, Mardi Gras. There's never a dull moment. And now we're going right into our spring festival season. So the French Quarter Festival, Jazz and Heritage Festival, Essence Festival of Culture. There's always something going on in New Orleans and always a reason to plan a visit. So spring is just beautiful weather. It's one of my favorite times to live here, and it's a very popular time for people to come visit.
All right, Kelly. Well, we thank you so much for all the information, and we're happy everything went smoothly over there in New Orleans.
Thank you. Happy Mardi Gras.